How long has the Gladstone been in development now? I mean, when did it begin?
Well, I started in 2003.
So recently.
Yep.
Really?
But we've never closed, so we're the oldest continuously operating hotel in Toronto. So since 1890.
In comparison to the Drake, which is down the street, and which is quite glitzy and zippy, the Gladstone has an entirely different fragrance, right? An entirely different ambience, which I assume you built into it deliberately. Is that true?
Well, I'm a visual artist myself, and I really grew up and found my education in the Toronto art scene. And certainly I wanted to bring all of that sort of community work to bear in the development. I also wanted to take into consideration the actual community that was in the Gladstone. So much of the work that we were doing and the way we approached the development was through community development.
Were you under a lot of pressure, or did you find that you had the time to choose the wonderful detailing, exquisite doors, perfect woodwork? I mean, did you develop a sort of connoisseurship?
I've developed a deep appreciation, especially for the trades which are fading. We don't have traditions of craft anymore in the country, I would say. A lot of them were immigrants who maybe the traditions weren't passed on. So a lot of the times now the trades are artists/tradespeople who've rediscovered the trade. So a lot of the woodwork was done by a fellow named Douglas Roberts, who has a studio right around the corner, and who carefully reconstructed parts of the woodworking and the front facade of the building. And certainly he approached it like an artist would. What I would so love to happen, and I think is happening, and the intent is to create a location for the art scene in Toronto. So for people who want to discover it, for people who are coming in new, so tourism, people new to the area, so that you can walk in the doors, know nothing about art, and then be guided into the art scene within the hotel and then also within the neighborhood.
In that regard, it functions much more subtly and less aggressively than, say, a gallery per se. People are afraid of galleries.
Well, we have a hybrid model that isn't I wouldn't say it's an alternative to, because I don't think we're doing anything against galleries. I think what we're creating is sort of an interesting new model, which is the sort of arts within a business.
Yeah, I think you sort of midwife the arts and the serious gallery scene, don't you? I mean, you provide provide a kind of transitional way.
Well,
people stay here, they feel comfortable.
That's right. Okay, that's a great way to describe it. And then also sort of a relational connection. So we have connections with the bigger institutions like the AGO and the ROM, and they're able to sort of access street cred through working with us and bring in people into these larger institutions. So both the artists and the audience.